Believe me, aging is quite startling. Hey, things are happening to my body I never expected. Good God, I have aged 100 years in the past, too. Believe it or not, people used to mistake me for being 10 years younger, and I let them. Oh, aren't you sweet? But honey, there is no question I have entered into cronehood. Look at me. I'm a crone, an old lady, an alta caca, as they say in Yiddish. I used to make fun of alta cacas, and now I am one. Happens to all of us, yes? Do you know the history of crones? I started researching it in an attempt to make peace with my becoming one. Crones are the elder. There is the maiden, all sweet, young, and virtuous. A virgin, of course. You're probably one. Maiden. I mean, not a virgin, not a virgin. Maybe you are. I don't know. I meant you're young and seem sweet. Oh, I hope I didn't offend you. Nothing wrong with being a virgin or being virginal. Really. Oh, dear. I hope I didn't offend. No? Good, good. We should be able to talk about such things, we women. Do you want to hear about this? It's very interesting. Oh, good. Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm happy you're intrigued. Okay, so after a woman goes through her maiden period, she matures to being the mother, who could literally be a mother, but not necessarily. Basically, the mother stage is where she becomes a real woman, mature, like I said. Knows how to handle herself, knows what she wants. She's not flitting around like she did when she was a silly little maiden. To me, the mother is in her sexual prime, her sexual peak, somewhere between her 30s and 40s. I don't know. I'm no expert on this stuff. I just started reading about it because it is kind of fascinating to me. I wish someone had told me about the stuff when I was your age. The crone? She's an archetype. There are so many books on the subject if you want to read more. Or do what your generation does best. Google it. I love discussing it, so anytime you want. I should give you my number. It's so nice to talk with a young person and get your perspective on things. I'm alone most of the time, and I'm usually muttering to myself or the dog. You're doing a mitzvah listening to an old lady go on and on. Oh, that means a good deed. A mitzvah is a good deed. I know I talk a lot. I like talking. Trouble is, no one likes listening anymore. You're a nice girl. So, my sexual peak happened late. A final surge of lust overwhelmed me at about 45. All of a sudden, I had this incredible desire, so I sought it out. Sex, I mean. I made myself open to the possibility because God knows it had been so long. Oh, but it worked, and I wound up having incredible sex with a variety of partners. Isn't that wonderful? Thank goodness for the internet, otherwise I don't know how I would have ever met any of them. I felt very naughty, and not at all like myself. I was never really a prude, but now I felt like a true femme fatale. It was delicious. I think for the first time in my life, I felt sexy, desired. I never felt that when I was younger. It's too bad I didn't feel sexy when I was younger, when I had a better body. But I was definitely more me at 45 than I had ever been in my 20s. That will make sense to you when you're out of your 20s, I promise. What are you, about 23? Oh, I know, it's not politically correct to ask you, but I'm asking. I'm a yenta. 23. I know it. Well, my little maiden, I want you to feel all those things, all those scrumptious, sexy feelings way before you're 45. I wish that for you. You are already very confident. I see that in you. It took me a long time to find mine. 45 years old, and I was exuding a confidence that I don't think I ever had before. I have to say it was very enjoyable. Until I sabotaged myself and fell in love with one of my affairs, the married one. What a mess that was. I didn't really want him to leave his wife, but I sure as hell acted as if I did at the time. I was crazy. Lust makes you crazy. The only pitfall. Come to think of it, I doubt I was in love with him, but I was sure loving what we did under the sheets. And on top of the sheets. And in the car. And on the beach. And a couple of times in the movie theater. Oh, am I making you uncomfortable? Oh, don't be. It's just sex, honey. You gotta go a little bit crazy with it at least once in your lifetime. Hopefully more than once. I did stuff with him I'd never done before or since. I mourned that lust. I mourned it to the minute it was over, the minute his wife found out and that cowardly little man ran home with his tail between his legs. Oh, well, at least I have some fabulous memories. Not just with the married guy, but others, too. I think I must have screwed nonstop between the ages of 45 and 55. My last hurrah! I stopped counting partners. I guess I was making up for lost time. Didn't do much screwing around in my 30s. Too busy trying to establish myself in my career. That's a whole other story. Business me. Oy, what a waste of time that turned out to be. But pursuing romance? Sex? Maybe even love? That turned out to be a wonderful way to spend 10 years of my life. And now, well, shit. Now, I'm a crone. I'm all dried up. Crones don't have sex. They just dish out their wisdom to their virginal little prodigies. Truth is, I don't feel very wise. I do feel very tired. Bitter. Disappointed. Things in my life that was supposed to happen never happened, and suddenly I find myself here. Old. And now, those things most assuredly will never happen. Life. Such a cruel joke. You find out who you really are when it's too late to do anything about it. Oh, sweetheart. Thanks for saying I'm not old. What's the saying? You're as young as you feel? I'm well aware other folks my age are still having the time of their life. People are living so long these days. I'm sure many people would agree with you. Many people, am I Italian? Many people would agree with you and say I'm not old at all. The truth is I don't want to live that long. I don't want to reach my 90s and not remember my name. I saw it happen with my mother. She was 94 when she passed. I'm not sure she even knew me at the end. So, no, thank you. No, I have absolutely no desire to reinvent myself at this age. I've done enough. I've seen enough. I've reinvented myself more times than I can count. I wouldn't mind having one more round of bedtime fun with some sexy silver fox, but honestly, I don't think I want that anymore either. I'm too tired. My belly is too big. My boobies are too droopy. And the other part, down below, it's the Sahara Desert down there. I don't even feel good. And see, that's my point. Nothing really feels good anymore. Not even eating donuts. Why would I want to live to be 90 if I can't even enjoy a donut once in a while? But it's okay. It's okay. I've made my peace with it. Boy, I talk a lot. It's just the store is empty, and you seem to have the time. This medication gives me the worst cotton mouth. I hate it. I'm so parched. Let me buy one of those bottles of water, will you, darling? You've let me talk your ear off, you sweet girl. I appreciate that. I hope I don't get you in trouble with your boss. Let me know if you do, and I'll talk to him. You are doing me a favor, listening to me go on and on, getting nostalgic. It feels nice. Thank you. I'll stop yakking at you until the next time I come in, yes? Oh, give me a call if you want to talk more about Crohn's anytime. Seriously, I will mentor you and educate you in the ways of aging. I'm sure you already have a grandmother, but we can always open ourselves up to new friends, yes? Oh, you're such a doll. I hope you're not just humoring me. You have an open invitation to contact me whenever. So, what do I owe you for the water and then these fakakta pills I hate taking? I can't even remember what the damn copay is.